Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, and part 2 of my review on UK juice company, Mr Coily. Now, the two I'll be looking at in this part will be RBC Cubed, and last but not least, Pink Fizz. I've also got to state for the record, any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been paid to do this review, I've not paid for the product. They have been very kindly sent to me by the guys at Mr Coily for review purposes. Also got to state for the record, individual setups, individual tastes, and individual power preferences will alter what you get from a juice. I can only tell you what I'm getting myself. Weapon of choice today will be the RX200S, and that has got the Macro Dripper dual cores to 0.19. Also got to state for the record today, all juices are around about a 70-30 VGPG. There are some minor variations on that, which I will say when I do the individual juices, and they're 3 milligrams. Right, in part 1 I went through the boxes, the bottles, the labels, and of course the now obligatory leaflets that come included in this, so I won't do that again in this part. We'll just crack on, shall we? First one today will be the RBC Cubed. Let's have a little squirt. Here we go. Now, as always, I'll start off at 3.7 volts, which is 72.2 watts. Basically what your basic Ego pen will pump out at. Cloud production, as you can see, is what you expect from a 70-30. No throat hit. Flavour. There's a lot of flavour in here. I'll just read the back here on the list of ingredients, which are now a lot more in-depth than what they used to be. VG 70%, PG 30, artificial sweetener, cherry flavour, blueberry flavour, strawberry flavour, raspberry flavour, nicotine, and triacetone. One thing I have found, I did find it in part 1, normally, like I said in part 1, I get a little bit nervous when I see artificial sweetener in the ingredients, because it tends to mean that you're going to have to be digging your coils out quite regular basis because they're going to be covered in crap. With the first 3, not really any crappage on the coils due to this juice, so I don't think they've used that much sweetener. It's just a little bit to add a little sweet touch to it, which is a lot better than, say, some other stuff. Like the early days of Elements, it's nowhere near, it's not that. The cores aren't coming out crappy. Flavour-wise, bit of a comment, I'm not really getting the blueberry on the inhale. A little bit on the exhale, but I'm mainly getting strawberry. The cherry is a very nice cherry. I'm really getting the raspberry, strawberry, and the cherry on the inhale. Getting all that again on the exhale with a little hint. It is a very small hint of blueberry on the exhale. But it is nice. It's a very refreshing, it's more of a smoothie taste to it. Still not really getting the blueberry, but the other flavours are coming out well. I do like my fruit vapes. Fruit vapes were the first ones that I went on to after my taste buds come back, and all of a sudden I went, oh, tobacco tastes a bit. Fruit vapes really helped me keep vaping, to be honest. I think if it hadn't been for that, I don't know. But it did help a heck of a lot to have something actually nice flavoured in your mouth. Don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing any tobacco fans out there. Everyone's individual, everyone's got their own particular tastes and preferences, and in the end of the day, it's whatever works for you. But I do prefer a bit of a fruity vape. Alright, we're going up to 4 volts, which is now 84.4 watts. Oh, wow. The actual order of things and strength of things are totally altered there. Get a very strong raspberry at the beginning. The blueberry's coming out a lot more now in the beginning, so it's more of a raspberry blueberry. And then just on the end of that inhale, you get the cherry come through. And a little kind of dusting of strawberry at the end. Mm. So cloud chasers are going to be happy, 70-30, and you're getting a decent plumage. Still no fruit hit, but a very mouth-watering fruity mix. And I've not really had cherry and blueberry together before, or raspberry blueberry together before, funny enough, and they do work well. They all, it's like little contrasts that just play off each other nicely. Well, I've got to go up to 4.2. Which is 93 watts. I'm going to have a little squirt first, because I'm not dry hitting on camera. Again. There we go, 4.2. Oh, wow. Combination of flavours have changed again. I'm loving this because I'm absolutely loving this, to be fair. It's one you can play around with. Basically, any level you set it, you're going to kind of get a different sequence and order and blending of the actual flavourings. It's now blueberry cherry on the way in. And a very raspberry. The strawberry, I will admit, has kind of died off. But that strawberry cherry, ooh, that blueberry cherry on the inhale is, oh, it's an unusual combination. It's just one I haven't had before, which, considering I've probably gone through about 500 juices over the course of 4 years, is a feat in itself. Oh, just, Wherever you set this, you're probably gonna find a setting that you're more than happy with the combination of fruits that you get. Everything blends and plays nicely together. No, can full-heartedly recommend that. If you're a fruity vapor, just have a check out the RBC cubes. That's really good. That's really good. Right, I'm going to have a quick blowout and move on to the last one, which is the Pink Fizz. Yeah, we're empty. Now, there's been a lot of these about. I think every company now is, I think it's actually written in the rules that you must have some form of kind of like pink lemonade type juice. But I'm always interested to see how they're done. I'll be fair, 90% that are on the market are pretty decent. You only get that 10% where they're probably over-sweetened it, and the lemonade just goes a bit... If I'm not funny, if you cock up lemonade, you shouldn't be in the business. What we got here? Now, this time we've got VG at 68.9%, PG at 31.1%, leather flavour, yum. Lemon flavour, raspberry flavour, artificial sweetener, nicotine, other flavourings. Other flavourings. Right, well, we're going to start off as normal at 3.7. Back to 72 watts. There we go. Wow. No throat hit. Good cloud production. Flavour. Not getting any raspberry. What I am getting is kind of a hard lemon candy with a sherbet filling. The lemon doesn't quite taste like a sherbet lemon. It's just a little bit sweeter. But the fizz that comes off the sherbet ending, wow. And this is quite low down, so I'm anticipating that going up as I go up with the power. But the thing is, I'm not really getting the raspberry. His main, if they're doing it by order of weight, then lemon comes first, then it's raspberry. So there should be a little bit less raspberry in it, but I'm not really getting the raspberry because the lemon is such a strong lemon. All that fizz at the end. Tell you what the lemon tastes like, acid drops. It's that type of really, and then you get that fizz. His tongue. By itself, the lemon, just call it yellow fizz, and I'll be happy with that low down. Because I say I'm not really getting that raspberry flavour. But I'm still liking it. Right, it's got to full. Oh, my tongue is still fizzing. Anytime it touches any other part of my mouth, it fizzes up again. Right, we're up to 84.2 watts. Oh. Right, you need to put a little bit of power in it to actually activate the raspberry. The raspberry comes in first, then does still kind of get absolutely steamrolled by the lemon, the acid drop lemon sherbet. Still got a lovely, for the fizz has now covered the whole of my tongue due to the increased volume of vapour, obviously I've just put into myself. Still nice. Take raspberry, then lemon. I'm going to go up to 4.2 because this might be where the raspberry fully kicks in, or has at least a fighting chance against the lemon. There we go. 92.8 watts or 4.2 volts. Raspberry's died off again. Only really got that raspberry around about the 4 volt. The lemon has just gone, oh, good God. Really is one of those juices that drags your ass up to your elbows like, oh, that's a, almost like a lemon sour lemon fizzy candy. It does totally override the raspberry. I'm not getting that at all now higher up. Right, for what it's advertised itself as, it hasn't done a very good job. As a sour lemon stroke acid drop sherbet, it is absolutely fucking gorgeous. Oh, tongue's still fitting out. Absolutely overload of flavour in the mouth. It's a very in-your-face lemon. So although I like it as a lemon, I can't like it as what they've advertised it at, because that raspberry's a bit of a fart in a wind tunnel. It's not really enough there to overpower or even compete with the lemon. But it is a juice I'd quite happily do. Well, that brings me to the end of this review. I'd like to say a big thank you to all the guys at Mr Coily for sending me them for review. Had the pleasure of meeting them at Vapor Expo. They were a lovely, brilliant bunch of guys there. The product is now available on the Vape Club website. It's also available on a few others as well. I'll put the Vape Club link in the description as always. Yeah, it's a very strong opener. For a new range, it's a very strong opener. I'd say 4 out of the 5 were spot on. That last one, although it is a juice, I'll quite happily do because it is really, wow, that's a lot of flavour. It's not as advertised, which is a bit of a... Yeah, so on behalf of myself, Darren Stone, I'd like to wish you all a very good day, and I will see you again soon with some more reviews. If you have liked what you've watched today, please like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel, and I shall be back with you very soon with some more reviews. See you later, people.